trying to get an angle where you can see my face, although it's maybe preferable not to see it all, to be honest. So I'm back in the garden with another fire going. I'm going to try and flip it around again, but it probably looks shit again, but I've just sworn again. Hold on a second. At the moment I don't really know what that looked like, but I guess we'll find out later. So I think this vlog's going to be, it's another vlog, and again I did no vlogs for ages, and then all of a sudden I'm doing loads, and that's because I'm sort of back about, and sometimes when I do these vlogs it's for me as well. I've said this a few times before. It's for me as well, in that I can look back sometimes. I don't very often look back at them, if I'm honest, but I can look back sometimes, and it just reminds me. And I've said in the new A to Z guide that I write the way I write because that's the way I write, and even though I have grown up a little bit since the original blogs, there was absolutely no punctuation at all in those, and crappy language and stuff like that, although I have stuck with the word sober as S-O-B-A, I hope. I've cut out the gunners and all that sort of stuff, so I have grown up a little bit, but I still write the way I explain it. And I've talked to a couple of people about this. Somebody who was doing a counselling psychology degree, and they were getting all screwed up. Now I knew they was good because when they spoke to me about it, me being mad as a box of frogs, I've spoken to quite a few psychologists and psychotherapists and counsellors over the years, and the way they were talking, the way they were explaining, basically made sense. I knew what they were talking about, but they when they were writing their dissertations or papers, whatever you call them, I didn't even go to college, so they couldn't get it. They reckon they couldn't get it right, and I said, well, just write what you think and then intellectualise it later. And that's what I do when I write, really. Many years ago, people used to say so many times to me, John, write stuff down, get it out of your mind, and I could never do it. And then I bought that first little mini iPad, because I was gonna write a book, and I was gonna do these vlogs and blogs, and I was gonna change the world. I lost the light again. I was gonna change the world when I was proper manic in the first place. And as soon as I started writing on that thing, I didn't stop. And I'm gonna have to stop in a bit because the fire's getting, so you can't see a fucking thing now, can you? Hold up a sec, I've got an idea. There you are. Oh, that's even scarier. So I've got my little head torch out here now. The fire's dying down. I'm gonna put some more wood on in a bit. What was I saying? Yeah, I couldn't stop writing then. And initially, I didn't even bother doing the intellectualising bit. I just whacked it up and I went with it. But as I've sort of matured a little bit, I've found that that's better, isn't it? You can't see my chins. I found that just write it out and make it sound a bit more cleverer later, or intellectualise it later. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Well, so I'm sort of doing this. I've had a change of medication, or a reduction of my medication, and I've had some sleeping tablets, and I think in the last 4 days now I've had 18 hours kip, something like that, maybe a little bit more now. It's getting a bit better, but again, I was up at 4:30 this morning, and I was running around like an idiot, trying to get the gaff tied, because the old man is Dad was coming back from being away in Weymouth, so I needed to make the place look respectable again. And I was running around doing this, that and the other, and running again Billy Whiz, and I only had 2 mishaps. One, I put a little bleach in the sink in the upstairs and ran the taps and walked away to fetch something and completely forgot I'd done that. I came back about half an hour later to a rather damp bathroom floor, and then I went downstairs. I walked into the garage where we've got a chest freezer, is it? And I'd left that open at some point, so there's a couple of mishaps this morning. But yeah, I got it all sort of ship shape and whatever, looking okay. And I thought I need to chill out now. I've got to stop running around like an idiot. So I went out and I started. Well, before I went out, I was trying to sort out swapping my phone contacts from my old Android phone to the new iPhone. It's not new, but iPhone 14. And it drove me insane, and I lost the battle. And then later on, I was down spoons with my laptop, and I was trying to sort something else out, technologically based, and I lost to that one again, and it was driving me insane. It's like you have to have all your different devices with you because of the security measures. I mean, the security measures are great, but it means I'd have to carry the iPad, the phone, the old phone, the laptop. It was driving me mad. And then I just thought, man, you're actually supposed to be chilling out, John, and you're going absolutely mental again. And again, that was me spotting a moment. And when if you buy the second book, you'll see what I mean by that's why I've said spotting a moment. I just knew at that very point I'd got to stop doing what I was doing, because I was driving myself insane again and going right into mania and madness, and madness is the wrong word, but when you're in it, that's what it feels. I think it was M for madness in the first book, actually, First A to Z Guide, and that's what I did. You know, I just made a note of where I was, I spotted a moment, and I reacted accordingly. And managed to calm down, came back, bought a nice steak from the market, huge steak it was, rump steak, cooked that up with onions and mushrooms, salt and pepper, a bit of garlic. Oh man, it was orgasmic. Well, I say orgasmic, it's been a while, so I can't really remember what orgasmic feels like. Yeah, I am definitely heightened, but at least I ain't manic anymore. And when I watch this back, I'm probably going to think, my God, John, you are talking quite quickly, and that's cool. But I'm trying to slow down now because I've recognised that I am talking a bit quickly, and I need to not. So it's coming up to 9.5 minutes. I've said absolutely nothing of use. But I'll just finish by saying, now this depends on whether you have given up on my wafflings or you've got to the end of this vlog. The point of me doing this is, when you're dealing with mania, you really need to stop and check yourself before you wreck yourself. Notice where you're at, and then react accordingly to a more positive outcome. And I've done that. And after me food, watched a bit of telly, got really tired, had some medication, had a little snooze, and then I've got up and I'm doing this now. It's about, I think it's probably about 9 o'clock, I think, maybe a bit later. I've got a bit more wood to put on the fire, and then I'll go and chill out for a bit, and that'll be it. But make sure you learn who you are, and again, that's part of how I've managed to navigate my way. And again, I'm not going to mention it again, but blah blah is a guide. One of the most important things that you have to do in order to keep maintaining and navigating through your mental health issues or addiction or whatever other associated issues is you have to learn how to understand you. And once you understand yourself, then you become your own psychiatrist, counsellor, psychologist, and you're the only person that's available 24/7. Anyway, I don't know whether I've said anything worthwhile, but never mind, whatever. I will post it either way. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I'm going to get back to my fire now, and as always, enjoy the good and ride out the bad. Look after yourself, and don't let the bastards grind you down. See you soon. Bye bye.